Lightspeed Spanish, podcast number 19, and today we're dealing with 4 more very important and unusual irregular verbs. Vale, pero primero, India,
Gordon.
¿qué te cuentas?
Pues nada, aquí grabando los podcasts.
Sí.
¿Cómo estás?
Oh, muy bien.
¿Sí?
Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Sí, son
Muy
3.
bien, muy bien,
¿Sí?
muy bien, muy bien. 4.
4. Significa que estoy muy bien. Sí. Sí. Okay then, so in the last podcast we covered 4 important verbs, and we're going to cover another 4 which are very, very useful and each have something a little bit different about them. Okay, the first one is
Decir.
decir, which is the verb to say. To say, okay. Now, there's a lot to this verb, and this verb will appear later on in different levels, because once you start getting into conversation, saying, well, I said to him, and he said to me, and she said to her, and that's a very, very different level. But basically, we're just going to look at the way that's broken down and the ways you can use it in present. Yeah? So, Cynthia, how does decir go? Now, it should be, it's D-E-C-I-R, so according to the rule, it would be deco. And what happens?
It's not deco.
No.
It's digo.
Digo. Okay, so something happens with the E becomes an I. It's a go verb as well. Okay, and what happens with the rest?
Yes, so we go digo, dices, dice. Decimos, decís, dicen.
Okay.
So again, the 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Or the good.
So if you notice what happens, the I comes in, digo, dices, dice.
Ooh.
Oh, is that me? And then when you go to the other side, to the we and the you all, it's decimos, it's normal. Decís. And then dicen. So the I pops in, pops out, pops back in again, okay? Just like the way you like it. Now, so, how would we use that? Decir.
¿Qué dices?
¿Qué dices? ¿Qué dices? What are you saying? Quite often you'll hear a Spanish person say something and they'll say, digo yo. And what does that mean? Digo yo. It's like, well, that's what I'm saying anyway.
Or another one that I put on one of the help sheets is when we want to say, I mean, we said digo.
Yeah.
For example, quiero un helado, digo chocolate. So that means that could be I mean.
I mean, yeah, okay. And or, for example, yo digo la verdad. I tell the truth, or I'm saying the truth. Yeah.
But we don't use it for situations when you come out of the door and you say, I say. Like
No.
that one.
Yeah. Here we.
I say.
I say. Okay.
You wouldn't say digo.
No. No. That's very, very English, I think. Okay, so the next.
I say, and then you don't say anything.
No.
Did you say I say?
Yeah. What do you say? Nothing. Yeah. Okay. So next verb is poner.
To put.
To put. To put. Now it should be pono. Yeah.
But that'd be too easy and
Far too
boring.
easy, absolutely. And it is
Pongo.
bongo.
Pongo.
Bongo. Yeah. A pong in English is a smell.
Is it? No?
Yeah. So lots of English people, when they hear that, laugh and go pongo. Oh. Okay. So it's a go verb.
Okay.
Okay.
So
How does the whole thing conjugate?
it's
then?
just a go verb, nothing else. So it goes pongo, pones, pone, ponemos, ponéis, ponen.
Okay. Okay. So, for example, how might we put pongo into a sentence?
A good one. Poner la mesa. We say put the table
Yeah.
instead of set the table.
That's right. So that would be pongo la mesa. So I'm setting the table. Or I set the table. Okay, that's good.
Pongo for example, pongo el libro en la mesa. I put the book on the table.
On the table, yeah.
So to place as well, poner.
We'll be covering ordering in a bar, but that's another word, another verb that's used in ordering, which is me pone, yeah, which is can you put me, okay? So, brilliant, so that's poner, so we've covered decir, and we've covered poner. Now we're going to have a little relook at the verb to go, which is?
Ir.
Ir. And this is so absolutely and utterly irregular, it's awesome.
Where do you start with this one?
Yeah, well, it's
It
just...
doesn't even look like ir.
You would never put them together, would you? So how does ir conjugate?
Ir is voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van.
Okay. Now you probably heard, if you haven't seen this before, you're probably imagining that all of those began with B, but they don't, they begin with a V. But of course in Spanish, as you know, the pronunciation is no different between the B and the V. So
In standard Castilian.
yeah. So voy, V-O-Y. Alright, so that's an unusual one. You will have seen a verb that acts very similar to that with ser, because that's soy. Yeah. Voy, soy. Okay, there are a few of the verbs that are the oi, estoy, doy, so they're a number, okay? So, now, context is easy for this. Voy a, I'm going to. Yeah?
Gordon, ¿dónde vas?
Yo voy al instituto. I'm going to college. Yeah, so that's quite a, it's a verb, although it's irregular and it's bizarre, you use it so much that it's very quickly you get the idea of how it works. It's a really handy verb, and the nice thing about ir is it works in a very similar way to English. I'm going to. Yeah. Okay, so what's the last one?
Ver.
Bear, as in a grizzly. No. Grizzly bear. Okay, alright. So, how does bear work? Now bear is to see, yeah? However, it has a dual role in Spain, doesn't it? Because it's also to watch.
To watch, yeah.
Yeah? Now, something that's important for you to realise is that in many of the study books that you've probably looked at or you're going to look at, you'll find that when a Spanish sentence saying I watch the television or I watch a football match or something like that, you're going to see the verb mirar used, okay? Which is to watch. Be aware that in Spain they use ver instead of mirar for watching the television, for watching games, things like that. Whereas in Latin America they use mirar, okay?
Or ver. I think there's a controversy with this. In my personal opinion, what I've heard and what I've seen.
Yeah. Or what you watch.
What I've watched. We say ver la televisión.
Yeah.
I think in Mexico they also say ver la televisión, but I'm not sure.
I learned
okay.
mirar.
Okay, but to me, if you said miro la televisión, I would be looking at the box.
You're sort of examining it, no?
Yeah, at the.
Yeah.
No, I'm not watching it. I'm just looking at the shape of it.
Okay.
But if I say ver la televisión, to me it's to watch.
So it's irregular. It's only irregular because it should be.
Bo.
It's VER should be bo, but it's not. It's
Veo.
veo. And then after that, what happens? So veo.
Ves, ve, vemos, veis, ven.
Okay. So the classic one would be veo la televisión. What do you do during the weekend? Veo el fútbol. Yeah. So I watch, yeah. And that's basically all there is to that verb. But it is, you will see mirar being used, so watch out for it, okay? And listen when you're in Spain, you'll hear people using ver. Yo veo el fútbol. los sábados. Okay, brilliant.
Gracias, Eduardo.
So that's it. That's our time up. 10 minutes. Muchas gracias, Cynthia.
Gracias a ti.
Once again, your pronunciation's been impeccable.
Do my best.
Okay, I know you do. So, hasta luego.
Adiós.
Adiós.